In Edinburgh this morning, 3 senior judges swung their mace at the Prime Minister's decision to prorogue or suspend Parliament.
The advice given by the Government to Her Majesty the Queen to prorogue Parliament from 9th September to 14th October was unlawful, and that therefore the prorogation itself is unlawful.
They said the Prime Minister's advice was motivated by the improper purpose of stymieing Parliament, and that they'd issue an order declaring that the prorogation which followed thereon was unlawful and is thus null and of no effect. Outside court, MPs who'd brought the case demanded Parliament's return.
I and my SNP colleagues are calling for Parliament to be recalled. The prorogation having been ruled unlawful, we should be able to get back down there and do our jobs.
The opposition say it's about saving democracy.
These are interesting times when courts rule in favour of democracy against a Prime Minister who wants to shut down our democracy.
And opposition MPs gathered on the steps of Parliament to protest against the suspension of business inside.
It's astonishing that we are even in this situation, that we have a Prime Minister that is so determined to evade scrutiny and accountability that he's prepared to shut down Parliament for 5 weeks at a time of national crisis.
The government says it's disappointed in today's ruling, but until the legal process is exhausted, Parliament will remain closed.
These MPs say it certainly shouldn't be, and they're going to continue working here, all now waiting for the Supreme Court to make its ruling next week. Brexit is stretching the British Constitution in totally unforeseen ways.
The High Court in London had ruled the prorogation lawful because it was a political decision. Now that the Court of Session in Edinburgh says it's unlawful, the Supreme Court will have to adjudicate and will start hearing the case next Tuesday. If it agrees with the government, Parliament remains prorogued. If it agrees with the Scottish judges, the government will have to ask the Queen to recall Parliament, and ministers will be in an awkward spot.
It's a damning judgment to say that the Prime Minister has effectively misled the Queen in asking him to do this. So they will be very hopeful that the Supreme Court rules differently next week so that they're not in that situation. It's a huge headache for the Buckingham Palace as well.
Today, MPs were posting selfies to show they're ready to resume sitting. But the justices of the Supreme Court will have to sit in judgment first. Carl Dinn, ITV News, Westminster.